think one of my obsessions has always been borders and people wanting to belong to borders. As I'm from several different backgrounds, I was always told by my different backgrounds, mother Iranian, father British, stepfather French, that I came from the other country. So I was obsessed with this idea of what it's like to want to belong and to be rejected for wanting to belong. Now, as a filmmaker, when you approach a subject, you're not necessarily talking of that subject from the first person. I feel that I always have to find a reason to make a film beyond cinema itself. And when I came across the reality of the green card soldier, you know, I'm a filmmaker, you can't not tell that story. I cannot believe that there have been green card soldiers since the Vietnam War, and there's never been a film about the green card soldier. And then when I went beyond that, and I went to Tijuana, and I met Darrell Torres, who's the real green card soldier, seated over there. Who fights for a country and then gets deported. You know, war is hard enough on young men, but to then be rejected by the country you've been fighting for is probably the worst thing that can happen to any human being. Yet nobody talks about it. I don't understand what people have been doing over the past 30 years. Why doesn't anybody talk about it? There was a funeral of a green card soldier while we were in Tijuana. Nobody talks about it. His family of that green card soldier were on the other side of the wall, watching the funeral on the US side. The mother of that soldier was on the other side of the wall, watching the funeral on the US side. I couldn't put that in the film because none of you would believe it. But that's why I made the story.
We don't have exact numbers of how many deported veterans there are all over the world. We know there are hundreds of them in Mexico and probably thousands around the world. Unfortunately, when they are deported, they are treated like any other civilian, even though that some of these veterans, not only are they combat veterans, but they are also honorable discharge, meaning that they serve honorably in the military, and for one reason or another, most of the times because of problems with the law, they are deported. This social issue, it's very particular because if you are a citizen and you have problems with the law, you get punished, you pay your due to society, and then you carry on with your life. Unfortunately, if you are an immigrant and you have problems with the law, you will go to jail, you will pay your debt to society, and after that, you will still get deported. So you are facing a double jeopardy.
As a filmmaker, you always hope you say something before it's said. And when it collides, I had the same experience with the previous film. It's not easy to live with, because you feel that you're a little late. You know, but we do hope that this awareness will come about, because I think that the green card, I mean, I just don't get it. I don't know what the studios have been doing. Why? My only question is, you know, I'm not accusing anybody, but my question is, why have they never made a film about the green card soldier?
I was wondering why you show all the Americans Nero is meeting on his journey are all crazy somehow. Was it because of you wanted to have a comical element in the film, or is this your perception of America?
I'm still looking for a normal person. I haven't met them yet. In the world, you know, everybody wants to be normal, but they've never met a normal person. Or if they have, I'd love to be introduced, you know.
If I'm right, it was Jose Gutierrez who was one of the first...
green card soldiers during the Afghan war, yeah.
Yeah, so quick to join the army, if you're 18 to 21, if there's something going on, they're gonna accept you like nothing. They want you. They send me, I get cards all the time. Hey, join the military, join the military. It's something that they want to join, and they promise stuff, but at the end, I mean, they promise, you know, benefits, they promise college. I have a friend that actually went through the VA process, and they don't help out. I mean, they don't help out at all. You can be homeless and ask for something, and then say you're sleeping at your friend's couch. they're basically gonna say, well, you're at least sleeping in a couch, you're not homeless. And that's the type that the VA is. Not to say that this is what's happening, you know, this is real. And for me, it really pisses me off because I came from the ghetto. I came from gangbanging. Before I even started acting for a living, I was in gangs, and I did 2 years in jail. And for me, all this stuff about, you know, what happens, yeah, it's true. Us minority, it's usually African Americans or the Latinos, Hispanics, the population, we're looked down. You know, there's not a lot of us out there. I go to the studios and I go to the meetings, and I'm going up with other actors that are in the industry, and I look at my skin color, and I look around the room, and all I see is my skin color there. And for me, that it shows what Hollywood really wants. You know, it's not giving us the opportunities to be in movies. I've been blessed to be in a movie called McFarland USA, which was with Kevin Costner talking about the immigration and all that stuff that happens. That's the type of films that I love to do, because this is what's happening out there. And how I say it again, if you fought for the United States and you lived here your whole life, you deserve to be an American, be with your whole family, no matter what the heck you say. And Trump, you can put something up your... So thank you.
I'm a strong believer that a film tells you how it should be shot, and not the other way around. You don't force a style upon a film. The film breathes it itself. The script is the first writing of that story, and then the camera, the cinematographer should be here, who's a wonderful cinematographer. He rewrites it. The man over there, Christos. But he writes it depending on what these guys are giving him, and their body language and the way they are being. This is where the film stems from. I mean, for me, the casting is just as important as the script. As much as I love Razvan's work, the Romanian writer, the rewrite comes with the actors, the camera rewrites, and then the editor, wonderful woman, Danielle Anzin, who's right over there, she rewrites it. Then there's the sound designers, they rewrite it. So for me, it's a constant rewrite. A film is a constant rewrite. So, you know, I wouldn't say that I know what the film is going to be until it's finished.